It can be useful to display and store DDM attributes within a document controlled by DDM. For example, attributes such as document number, state, and issue. In DDM 2009.2, an XML file containing document attributes is stored to the Office working directory, where it can be read by an application's macro and the attribute information made available to the document. Let's take a look at an example of this with a Word document. Here we can see the document's attributes including description, state, and issue. If we open this document, we can see the attribute information transferred from DDM to the document. All DDM attributes are available to be read into the document. Here we can see the issue and the status. If we want to include the comment attribute from DDM, we add a new field to the document as shown. Finally, we complete the changes by storing the document back to DDM. So how do we set up our Office application to read these attributes? As mentioned before, DDM will provide an XML file containing the attribute names and values for a document being loaded to the same directory as the native file. Macros will be required by the native application to read the XML file and make the values available. In this example, we're going to put a macro in place for Microsoft Word. The macro being used here is a sample that can be supplied on request to show the principle of reading the attribute information. From Word, we create a new macro against the normal template called Auto Open. Next, we copy and paste the sample macro into the procedure window. Before we save the macro, we must make Microsoft XML version 6 available as a reference. Once this is complete, we store the macro. We now create a new document to test the macro. After creating it, we store it to the desktop, ready to drag and drop into DDM. From the desktop, we drag the document to the drag and drop form. Before committing the document to DDM, we will use auto numbering to assign a number. Finally, we select to remove the original document from the desktop. With the document safely stored, we can now reopen it from DDM. Next, we add the required fields to the document and then again store the changes back to DDM. To show how the document will reflect any changes made to attributes in DDM, we will make a change to one of the attributes and then reload the document. Finally, if we open the Office working directory, we can see the XML file containing DDM attributes alongside the Word document.